Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Anthony Luby and Luke Farnsworthington.
You're close.
Closer than
But
last
not on the
week.
money.
It's a lot closer than last week. I don't remember what you said last week, but that was not very close.
I don't know what I said either. Frankly, I'm glad I forget, because it was probably cringe.
Call me Frank, and my name's Luke.
Yeah,
It's been a minute since I've heard that.
yeah.
So
This is the last episode until we do
Christmas.
live
Christmas.
in person.
this is the last
Just a week away.
online episode of 2022
Yeah,
This is the last episode.
ever.
the last one. We're done.
You
We're
won't
done.
have
We're
to-
retiring.
The
The
Hello
Hello
Harem
Harem
podcast
podcast.
is coming to an end.
We've worked up a very, very nice retirement fund.
Yeah.
Of 33 cents.
No,
And
actually, it's like $40.
40
No
plus.
fucking way. You're
Wait,
fucking with
no,
me.
I
You're
am.
fucking with me.
It's multiplied
I-
by quite a few other digits.
I'm going to be honest. I think you
big
are
number.
bullshitting me.
That's
Out
what
the
I
ass.
was
show you. Well,
It's like
when we
$43.
finish up,
I swear to God.
I'll go check.
I can check right now.
Alex,
The app.
no.
What?
'Cause I
This is a
said so.
professional
'Cause I said so.
podcast. We don't flex our bands on the podcast, all right?
Yeah, we made like 43.
1,000.
That's more than some
Million.
people made. That's more than some people made in a month.
Mhm.
Like babies and
We make money, so we're professionals. We make guava.
what?
I'm just trying to
What?
finish up chewing this Hershey Kiss so I can tell you guys about my epic side quest that I had Friday.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Damn right you did.
Got 250 XP.
I got like 500 XP.
That's like 250, bud.
Okay, Alex.
Dude, that was a fetch quest. That's at least 100 XP.
All right, so it's Friday night, booling. Well, what even led me to go? I was just heading up to the space. I was going to go play guitar, do some drawing. And I'm standing there in the window. I see someone waving at me. At first, I thought it was Tippy. Then I thought for a second, I'm like, he wouldn't just wave at me. That's a little sus. So I thought maybe it was Amanda. I'm like, well, Amanda probably wouldn't wave at me either. We have
Why
beef.
the fuck would she be there?
Let's say we have beef. Well, up there with you.
Oh, okay. It's different.
So I walk
You have
over to the
beef?
window. It's a bit.
Oh, okay.
I walk over to the window and I open it, and this guy says, "Do you work for Castle?" And I'm like, "No, but my dad does." He's like, "Oh, we're here to pick up an airplane and there's no one here." I'm like, okay, let me give him a call. I close the window, walk outside to the two gentlemen standing there. They introduce themselves as Nick and James. So I call my dad, and he's like, they're at the wrong place. They have to go to the other building. There's no one at the maintenance hangar anymore. So I inform these two gentlemen, and they go, "We haven't got a call." And I'm like, "Well, just hop in mine, buddies." So they get into my Mustang, and the one dude who got in the back, I believe was James, was a rather tall individual.
Why did what was it, Matt?
Nick.
Why didn't Nick say, "Hey James, hop in the front"?
Nick was pretty shy and quiet. James was a talker. He was a real talker.
Really?
Yeah, so they hop in my car, and we get rolling down the road. And me and James are just chatting on about motorcycles, and he's telling me like, yeah, I would frequently do 100 down the road to the hospital. And I pull up, and I let them out at the airport, and I made 2 British friends that evening. So Nick and James,
Shouts, buddies.
big shouts, buddies.
They were British, in it.
Very.
There's nothing else to say.
No, it's
They were
really
British.
anticlimactic, but like for what I was expecting to happen on that Friday night, it was very out of the blue. Very unexpected.
It's very side quest type beat.
It's
Like
just a
that's
little
what a
random,
side
like-
quest is.
I didn't expect 2 British guys to pull up and me to drive them down
Pull
the road.
up.
So, kids at home, the moral of the story is don't just walk outside when two strange men you don't know say that they're here to pick up an airplane.
Unless they're British. Then it's
No.
okay. Yes, unless
No.
they're British. It is okay.
No,
if they're
they'll
British.
stab you. The British
No.
will
Yeah,
stab
they
you.
have-
dude.
they have
No,
a
they
thing
won't.
for that.
Run ye pockets, yeah?
Give me all your pocket change.
give me your fucking shillings, yeah?
I'm gonna shiv you, bloke.
You fucking shivling.
We don't carry shillings. We carry nickels, dimes, quarters, and pennies.
Give me your fucking shillings, yeah?
I think that's just a side quest type beat. Like that's just it's something that like, shit like that. Like it doesn't happen.
It is
even
like
once
the
a year.
perfect side quest. It's not,
Mhm.
really interesting. Like when the story was ending, I'm sure you guys were expecting like this climax, and the climax was me completing the mission and taking them to where they needed to go.
Right.
That was like, that was the top of the roller coaster. It
You
didn't
got
get
your
better.
250 XP. Now move on to the main mission. I think a dog just walked in.
Yeah, I see his tail. He
He
just left.
did.
He just left again.
Hello, dog.
Hello, dog.
Hello, dog.
I can't
Goodbye,
wait for him to
dog.
stomp my fucking nuts in while I sleep on the floor.
Luke, your face, it looks awfully stompable today.
Every day.
Oh, Luke, you're taking a nappy? Time to fucking stomp your face in.
Finn will come up to my door like 3. No, 3 is a very generous. No, not even generous. It's a very conservative number. Finn will come up to my door like 15 times a fucking day. Paw at it. I'll open it. He'll run onto my bed, get in his spot. 3 minutes later, wants to leave. And then I'll let him out. And then 5 minutes later, he's pawing at the door again. I'm like, Finn, what the hell do you want?
He chills in here a lot. Like
He chills in here. And then he just
He's
leaves.
trying to run
and
you
he
for
comes
your
back.
pocket change.
I think he does. He wants my
Oi,
phones.
bloke, give me all your shillings.
Finn was like,
Hey, up and at 'em. Come on.
the
out with
undercover
it.
operative for the
Give me
British.
your fucking shillings.
Out with it.
Shag your nan. This calypso's fucking minging.
You fucking cunt.
It's
Come
fucking minging.
You minge.
This calypso's fucking minging.
I don't know what those words mean.
You haven't
And
seen
she
that
shat
video?
on
No.
a turtle.
It's like this little British girl, and she's drinking a calypso,
Like
and
the
she goes,
lemonade?
Yeah, and she goes, this calypso's fucking minging. It's fucking minging, yeah.
What does that
Shag your nan, and then she throws it in the air and it smacks on the ground and just shatters, and that's the whole video.
Can we get Chris Broad on the podcast to like translate that?
Yeah, live
This
Chris Broad
calypso's
translation.
fucking minging.
Like we could
Shag
do a
your
British
nan.
podcast and he could do an American podcast.
He's
I don't
Dave
think
from
he
Hi,
was-
Japan.
it's Dave. Dave from Japan.
Hey, Goober the penis, am I right? Giggity giggity.
The
Does
most
anybody
common
have any
British
exciting news from this week?
slang. just
I
told
hate
you.
corporate America.
Is you gonna expand on that, or are you just gonna say you hate it?
Can
Yeah,
you
I mean,
expand on it? Because
I
we ran
can,
into a
if-
situation last week where
I can expand on it.
I mean,
I've
do you
been
have a
making
specific reason?
you have
Yes, I've been-
classification.
Oh, okay.
I've been making calls outside of non-work related calls for something in my life, and no one is answering the fucking phone. So I sent emails, and they responded to the email 30 minutes before I said I was going to show up for something, and said that I couldn't show up for it, and then refused to answer my calls more.
That's
Why?
boggers.
Don't know why. It's because corporate America is fucking bullshit. And you know, if you're a company and you're expected to answer phone calls, you just don't.
Should probably answer some phone calls.
That's how you win business. You just
Big-
don't answer phone calls.
Big business wins,
Like
dude.
customer support, no, none.
Never heard
we
of it.
don't. We don't have that here.
Oh yeah, speaking of customer support, holy shit. I went to T-Mobile Saturday morning. I get there at
Ew.
11 o'clock.
I was gonna ask in private how that went.
Horribly, absolutely horrendous.
Okay.
I get there at 11 o'clock. So basically, I needed to get someone off of my phone plan, and they were going to start their own. That sounds like a pretty cut and dry process, right?
We did that.
It was easy. So
Yeah, easy.
we get there, and
I take it wasn't easy.
oh no, it was far from easy.
Oh no.
I had to pay off my phone, so I did. That was the first step. He's like, once you pay it off, it's your phone, and then there's nothing connecting the lines. So I pay off my phone, and we're like, okay, cool.
What
He's
a
like,
weird fucking rule.
oh, it gets
I
fucking
know.
weirder, dude. He says that I need to release the phone number that's on my line so it can go do its own line. I'm like, okay, let's do that. But he tells me he can't do it. I have to call customer support, and they do everything through there. They can even open the new line, create the account. Pretty simple. I'm like, okay, whatever. I call customer support, and it's like a half-hour wait. So we're just sitting in the store. Like 15 minutes go by, I get a call back from them. I'm talking to this guy, and we're in the process of getting the number released from my account. I need to give authorization and so on. So he says, we're going to send you a 6-digit code via text message to your phone. Can you read me those numbers? I go, yep, no problem. He sends the code, and I never get it. So he's like, okay, I'm going to send it again. Same thing happens. I'm not getting the text messages that he's sending me. And so on and so on and so on. I think he sent probably 13 verification codes that I did not receive. So he tells me he's going to transfer me to technical support to see if we can solve the issue. He goes, all right, yep, I'm going to put you in a queue. We'll just put you on hold, and they'll give you a call back when they're ready. I'm like, okay. And keep in mind, this process, just talking to this first person, was 52 minutes. So I get done talking to him, and I'm in the queue. Tech support calls me maybe 7 minutes later. I talk to tech support, and pretty much the same thing happens. So I don't get the text messages. And he's like, this is weird. I don't know what's going on. So we're going to try sending it to you via email. I'm like, cool. Like 2 minutes go by. I don't hear anything. And he goes, well, we can't send it through email. I'm like, that sucks. So he says, is there the person who you want to release this line from? Like, are they with you? I'm like, yeah. So he says, we will send it to them. 2 minutes go by. He then tells me they cannot send it to that new number. They have to send it to my phone number. And we don't know why I'm not getting the text messages. They're asking me like, do you have service? How many bars do you have? I'm like, 4 bars, 5G. There should be no issues. So he puts me on hold, and 20 minutes go by, and I get back online with him. He's like, oh, actually, before that, I had to go into my general settings and read him my ICEIN number and my, like, there's certain numbers specific to iPhone, very long digits that I had to read to this guy. So the 20 minutes go by, he calls back and says, for some reason, our messages were blocked from your phone. And then in that instant, I get tons and tons of verifications. But they're all expired, so I can't use any of them. So he says, is there anything I can help you with today? Like, you're good to go? I go, yup. So he transfers me back to the original customer support. And I'm talking to this guy, and we get the number released. And all is going pretty swimmingly. I'm like, okay, it's been like an hour and a half, maybe more, of just talking to customer support. He says, like, anything else I can help you with? I'm like, nope, I think we can do the rest here with the person in the store, like get the account created, the number's free, there should be no issues. We hang up, and I walk up to the guy. And I say, hey, we got the number released. We just want to get the account created and get out of here. He goes, oh, well, unfortunately, the tech support here or any people in the T-Mobile store cannot create accounts. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, you're going to have to call customer support again and get the account created through them. And I'm like,
Did he say why?
I don't know.
Like, they're a fucking store. How can you not create the lines? That is so stupid.
It was very frustrating because it's already been, I think, an hour and 45 minutes at this point. So I'm feeling defeated. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So we go back to the same bench we've been sitting on for that whole time, and I call customer support again. I get on the line with some dude, and he says, hey, what can we help you with? I go, look, we just got this number released. We just want to create this account. He's like, cool, we can get that taken care of. I'm like, fuck yeah, things are moving. So we get the process started, and he's like, hey, I have to transfer you. It's going to be about a half-hour wait. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, whatever. Like, we're already in the process. Let's just do it. I get put on hold. 30 minutes go by and I get a call from this lady. So I tell her what's going on, and she's like, okay, we'll get that started. So basically I give the phone to the person next to me because they have to give them like some information on creating the account. And she informs him during this process that his number is technically a new registered number with T-Mobile, and therefore it cannot have a new account since it's still linked to my account for 90 days. And we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So at this point, the guy working there, he was really cool, and he was very helpful. So he walks up to us. He's like, hey, like, you guys have been here forever. Like, things obviously aren't going okay. So we tell him what happened. He's like, the lady told us we can't create a new account for 90 days because this is like a new number. And he's like, that sounds like bullshit. Let me talk to her. He gets on the line, and they're kind of like arguing. And he's like, okay, like, show me where it says that. And she hangs up on him.
What?
So
No, she
so
no
we are no
way.
longer on the
No
line with customer
way.
service. And he's
No fucking
he's
way.
like, what the fuck? So then we walk up to the register again, and it's been like 2 hours and 15 minutes of just talking to customer support. Keep in mind, we went there, we got there at 11 o'clock in the morning, like on the dot. And eventually this guy calls customer support, the person working the desk, and he handles everything from that point on. I did not leave T-Mobile until 3:30 in the afternoon. I got there at
You were there
11
for
a.m.
4.5 hours.
Yeah, and then I had to go Christmas shopping in Belton, and it was a fucking mess. I mean, holy shit. It was the most frustrating process I've ever been through in
I've
like
never-
any cell phone related thing. But I wanted to make it a point to keep my cool and not get angry at anybody. So I did. I played it very cool the whole time, which I'm very proud of myself for, because I don't want to blame anyone in particular. It's just their bureaucratic process is the most roundabout bullshit that I've ever had to go through.
I fucking love how this lady just hung up.
She
She's like,
straight
"You know what?
up
Fuck
just
you."
hung. There was
Show me where it says that. Fuck
He
off.
was like, the dude at the desk was like, "That's bullshit. This should just be an easy." It was, I think, what they called it was a transfer of authority or something like that. He's like, if you say that, they're gonna know exactly what you're talking about, and they did. But after 2.5, 3 hours of talking to customer support and being put on hold, she just hangs up on the man. I was like, dude, I just want to fucking finish my Christmas shopping. This was
the
supposed to
highlight of
take
it all.
like 20 minutes. All we wanted to do was
shit.
start an account.
Oh, fuck
That's-
you.
That's really funny. That
It
is
was
really
horrible.
funny.
It was terrible.
That's really funny. I've never heard of something like that before. You had a wild, wacky weekend.
My
Other
fun
than that,
adventure.
it was fine. Oh yeah, Luke, I'm very curious about your fun adventure.
This morning I go out to my car because I needed to do some shopping, right? So I get in my car. My car opens up all fine, and I notice my trunk's ajar. I was like, huh, that's kind
Oh.
of weird. I go to push my, push the start button. Car don't turn on.
Epic.
I go, that's a little silly. Let me shut my trunk and then try again. I push the button and it doesn't start. I go, it's a little wacky, crazy adventure. I think my battery's dead. So I'm like, maybe I can get someone to jump my car. Adam finds someone and they needed jumper cables. I have jumper cables in my trunk that I just shut. So you think, Luke will open his trunk and get them out. If my battery's dead, my trunk doesn't open.
That is so.
You need a
fucking
key.
dumb. I don't.
Oh, I have a key, bud, and here's the
Oh.
real kick in the nuts. The back end lock is so corroded, I can't put the key
Holy
into
shit.
it. I can't put the key into it, so I locked myself out of my own fucking trunk. And so the lady comes over and she pulls up in front of my car and she's like, "Well, can't you put down your seats from the inside?" No,
can't
Hyundai
do
doesn't.
that?
Hyundai doesn't let you do that. Hyundai
Leave it to South.
Hyundai gives
South Korean
two.
cars.
Hyundai gives you two
Tell
middle
you what.
fingers and says, "How about you suck on these, bud? You can pull them down with these." So you can only put down the seats from the trunk itself, which I'm locked out of. So I call AAA. Luckily, I have AAA until December 31st.
Damn, you got lucky as fuck, buddy.
Yeah.
Tow truck comes over. Well, it's not even a tow truck. It's just a fucking AAA truck. Guy named Trent gets out. Nice guy. Awesome. He was really cool, really sick, everything.
Shouts Trent.
Interesting thing I found out about my car. He hooked up the jumper cables, and as soon as my car battery got any power, my trunk popped. So
Really?
my trunk pops before the battery dies, so that you can make sure that you can get into it.
Okay,
That's
that's all
interesting.
cool. Like, that's a neat little quirk, but why the fuck wouldn't you just put handles on the seats?
You know?
Like, why? That's an engine. That's one of those things that engineers do. Like, this is going to be a sweet feature, guys. You know, fuck the seat handles. Let's just pop the trunk before the battery dies. It'll be way more complicated, but it's cool.
Notice how you said engineers and they don't do that shit?
Engineers design it. They do that.
No, they do not.
No, they do.
I will tell you how it works, Tip. As
I
an
don't want to know
engineer.
how it works because I don't care. That's an engineer thing.
No, it's not.
You're an
He
engineer.
doesn't
You're
want to
part of the
know. He
problem.
doesn't want to know.
You don't want to know because you're wrong.
Okay, tell me. Come on.
All right, so you
Come on.
know how there's big CEOs and they say, "Here's a wacky idea that we really like." They say, "Hey, engineers, build that," and the engineers will go, "But that's fucking stupid," and they'll go, "Do it, or we're not paying you," and then they have to fucking do it. And then who gets all the blame? The engineers. Not a single person that says, "This is what we want, do it," and the engineers say, "That's fucking stupid." Every single engineer in the fucking world will tell you that's fucking stupid. But some higher up jackass will go, "This is what I want though. And I think this will be cool." And she'll go, "Why? Just make the car the way every other car's made."
You'd
No,
be quirky and sweet.
it's like
But
cars
don't
with
worry.
the batteries in the trunks.
Engineers get shit from every single mechanic you'll ever meet, every single electrician you'll ever meet, every
We gave
single.
them hell. Hell
Yeah.
in the field.
And you know how much of that is their fault? Zero. None of it. Not a single fucking part of it is their fault.
Well, they got motherfucked a whole lot, and I'm not about to forgive them for it.
Engineers get fucked by corporate and by customers.
They're the middleman, and they just get
Yeah.
absolutely shit on.
You know, don't
Yeah.
shoot the messenger. No one takes that into any consideration with engineers.
Engineers be like the center of the Eiffel Tower.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean?
Just forget it.
You
So yeah,
wanna
I had a
do?
shitty week too, actually.
How was
What the
yours?
did
Really
everyone
nice?
just get absolutely
Had
shit
its
on all
fucked up
week?
times.
Oh, was yours nice? I'm glad yours was nice.
So I think I had what I believe was strep
There's
throat,
no
which
way
wasn't
it
the
was
kicker.
not strep. There's no way in hell it was strep.
How do you know?
Because you weren't fucking contagious.
How do you know?
Because I hit your vape. I drank from you. I was around you every day. So were
Well, I had
multiple other
something.
people.
I had
Hashtag
some sort of
normal.
You
sickness.
probably just had like a little sinus fluke.
Swine flu.
This guy's
Okay,
thinking
well,
of
I had
strep.
something. Well,
This
it
dude had
could've been-
H1N1.
Dude got rabies. Well, I
You
had
got pink
something,
flu.
but that's not the kicker. The kicker is so my car, old Cupcake, old 05 Mustang, has been giving me the workaround for about a month and a half.
The old one too.
Yeah, the
Got a
old
fuel
one,
leak
too.
here, a replaced seals here, new spark plugs there. You
Fuel
have
pump.
a coolant leak type beat. So my dad thankfully fixes all these things, and I'm driving it. You know, it's going good for a couple of days. I drive it to work Thursday morning, nothing's wrong. We're about to leave work. You know, it's 2 o'clock. Time to go. Time to get home. Leave the old grind. And I turn the key and it's like, like it really didn't want to do what it was supposed to do. And even Anthony noticed. He's like, "Oh, that didn't really sound great." I was like, "No, that didn't sound great at all." So I put the bitch in drive. I go about 3 feet and it fucking dies. And I'm like, "Well, ain't this a kick in the nuts?"
Here
So
goes
I-
Tippy's
It
alternator.
appears we got
Nope.
ourselves a little
Nope.
problem.
It's not the alternator. That's been replaced.
What, piston seas or something?
Oh, hold on. So I start the car again. It manages to work its way out into the middle of the road, and then dies again. After about 5 minutes of like trying to start it, it won't work. I say, "Thorpe, you gotta get out and push her." So we push it back into the work parking
No.
lot.
I pushed back into the
Okay,
work
yeah,
parking
Anthony
lot.
did. I steered it. It didn't have power steering. Keep that in mind.
Oh,
And I backed
jeez.
it in I backed it in
Oh,
great.
no.
I did a great job. I did great. It was great. And that night, Amanda thankfully had AAA as well. Big shouts AAA.
They're awesome.
So we get
Yeah, huge
the
shouts
car
AAA.
back to my house, and then the next day I'm talking with my dad, and he's like, "Hey, about your car." I'm like, "What'd you find?" So he's about 90% sure a head gasket blew. So old Cupcake might be down for the count for the rest of her days.
I'm just gonna say, been there, done that.
Yeah. Big shouts. Blown head gasket gang.
Mine was worse. Mine was a seized piston that I could have blown up and probably could have killed myself with.
You
So
got
I
a-
guess,
You just got a new engine, didn't you?
yeah, they gave me a whole ass new engine because I was a recall. Apparently, oil would congeal on the pistons and lock them in place, and that was just a common problem they
The
had.
thing oil isn't supposed to do, it does.
Yeah, it does. No, blown head gasket does fucking blow.
Yeah, so my car's in the driveway sitting there. I don't think I'm ever gonna drive it again. If I'm being realistic.
I think you need a new car.
Yeah,
That's
but
unfortunate.
I'm not gonna get a new car anytime soon because I have a minivan to drive and a motorcycle to pay for that doesn't exist anymore.
I have a minivan to drive.
It's a Honda Odyssey. It gets me where I need to go.
It is a
Super.
2001 Honda Odyssey.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Tippy, I
So-
don't think you should drive vehicles anymore. Like, your luck this
No.
year has just been
No,
abysmal.
yeah, no, I agree.
You better hop on
Yeah.
the old bicycle and...
I was gonna say the one out there is really nice.
No,
It's a
you
nice
should
bike.
take the old, the shittier one because I don't want to
Mongoose.
give you anything nice for fears of it getting stolen or blowing up somehow.
Yeah, Tippy, you get to lose your license privileges.
Now, if
You're-
it wasn't so cold and like America was more adapted to bicycle riding, I don't think I'd really have a problem with that.
Well, you would.
Like biking to the gym and stuff, that wouldn't be bad.
Oh, it would be bad, all right.
That would suck.
That would fucking suck, dude.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. But like if it wasn't so cold, I mean, it's chilly. It's cold.
It would
Yeah,
still
it's
snowing.
suck. It would still suck. Even if it wasn't cold, it would still suck.
I mean, I've ridden my bike to the gym before.
Every
You've ridden
day. For
You've
a
ridden your
week.
bike to Cleveland before.
Yeah, that sucked.
That sucked.
Yeah, that sucked. So now imagine doing that every single day to the gym.
Yeah, but imagine how my legs would look. Look like SpongeBob from that one episode.
I feel like you would find any excuse
that was
not
his
to go. You'd be
arms.
like, man, I'm a little tired today. I don't want to hop on the bicycle.
God,
and
my
bike for
legs
40
are
minutes
like
to the gym.
my legs
I
are
would probably,
cramping.
would probably just borrow a car from like mom or you and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna just take the car today. I'll
My
be
legs
back in."
are-
And...
Legs are cramping, dude. I
Oh
can't
yeah!
ride my
Whoa!
bike.
Yo! No
Definitely.
way!
Yo,
Can't
yo,
make it to
yo,
the
my
gym
legs,
today.
dude. It's I think I gotta take a car today.
Not
Oh.
today. Oh yeah.
I woke up and my knee hurts a little bit.
Today
It's
we're
really
resting.
weird.
Today we're resting.
Today
It's
we're
really weird.
Yeah, my leg fell asleep earlier and it had the jingles. So I think I'm gonna take it easy the rest of the night.
Jingles? The jingles?
The tingly things.
A little spikes and pins and needles.
Yeah.
So, the Hello Harem has had some good weeks with car problems and phone problems. And, we've been on a lot of calls. And the best call you can make is subscribing to us and hitting that like button and commenting. You can ring that bell for notifications. You can follow us on TikTok and Twitter and whatever the fuck else we use. And, say hi. Leave a comment. Tell us hi.
Yeah, shoot us.
That's it. That's all I want. I just want you to say hi
That's it. You can just leave a comment.
and tell us who your favorite Ghostbuster is.
I can't name a single Ghostbuster.
I can't either. I was gonna be like, who's mine? And
Did
then
you pick
say
up on the TikTok thing I was doing? Hi,
No.
Finn. Everyone if this. So if I'm, hi, buddy, what's going on?
they'll
If
go
there's,
like,
a thing. It's like a text and be like, show this to your bae for like brownie points or some bullshit.
show this to your
It'll be
bae
like-
if you get rim jobbed, and they're like,
yeah, the text is like above their head, and they're like, and it's just like a quirky little song playing, like
and
top
it's that.
10 rim job moments. And it's just they're just like pointing it above. What's up, buddy?
top
Hi.
10 vehicles
you
to get
doing?
rimmed in, and they're just like
Ford
come here.
Fiesta,
number one.
Nissan Altima.
I
No,
saw
don't go
one, and
away.
it was like top 10 things to
Uber?
do in Wisconsin. Number 10, leave, and then the video ended, and I was like, all right.
That sounds about
Top
right.
10 things to do in Wisconsin.
They get
In
snow,
Wisconsin, I was like,
and there's a lot
why
of cheese.
Wisconsin?
Because Wisconsin fucking sucks.
They got the cheeseheads though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
fucking
vibe-
goober heads.
Goober heads. The cheddar goobers.
Colby Jackoffs.
All right, hit us with the anime of the week, Tim.
Okay, the pepper
that leads-
Jackoffs.
That leads into what I'm going to do next, and it's
You know,
Oh,
I got
it leads
papers.
directly into my anime of the week, which is
I got papers here. The pepper jackoffs lead into your anime of the week.
yeah. So my anime of the week is a little show that aired in 2022 of spring called RPG Real Estate. In a world at peace 15 years after the defeat of the Demon Lord, a newly graduated mage named Kotone Kaizodo moves to Dali, the royal capital of the Kingdom of Actus. To begin a new chapter in her life, to find a place to settle, the 16-year-old goes to a new real estate firm called Rent Plan Guide, RPG. There, she meets her employees. Oh, she meets its employees. The pragmatic priest Rudufia, the tomboyish warrior Rakira, and the adorable demi-human Fa. Coincidentally, Kotone is also set to work at RPG Real Estate and wastes no time learning about the business from her coworkers. With many housing options available to suit the varied eccentricities in its diverse customer pool, RPG Real Estate strives to deliver perfect matches for clients. But it's not always easy. Even so, Kotone and her colleagues are determined to bring smiles to the faces of their patrons, one home at a time. So this show, in a nutshell, is the Order a Rabbit isekai'd into a real estate agency. All the characters were strikingly similar to Is the Order a Rabbit, especially Rize with the black hair ponytails.
Low
You guys
key.
see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My monitors just went black. I cannot see anything. I'm doing the rest of the podcast solo
Epic.
because I will have to restart my computer.
I've had this cool thing. Actually, you can do that. I need to use
Wait,
the
can
bathroom.
you still hear me?
Yeah.
Something just went doo-doo-doo.
I need to use the
I can still
bathroom.
see
So
you.
can you?
You can still see my camera?
Here, what we'll do is
Can we pause so I can use
Yeah,
the bathroom
we'll
and
cut
can
it.
restart?
Okay, yeah, I'll restart my computer real quick.
okay.
Buy it.
We have
buy it?
purchased it, Louisiana
Alright, so-
style.
So
We're the French and we're buying land in the new land.
No, we're French. We own it, and then America comes in and says, "Hey, how about you just sell this to
You
us
guys
for
want it
pretty
for
cheap?"
like 15 grand?
yeah, you
They're
know
like,
what?
Yeah,
We'll-
it's fucking
yeah,
useless
I guess we'll
anyway."
take it. It's useless land, am I right?
Not like
Oh,
there's
hey,
gold.
gold.
There. Oh, no way.
Hey,
Oh,
like
hey, look,
a
gold.
fuck ton of land.
Hey, like, hey, could we have that back?
No,
What do
And
you
from
mean?
that day forward, the French hated America.
we hate the French, though, so fuck
Yeah.
them. Fuck the French.
Welcome to RPG Real Estate, guys.
All right, back to RPG Real Estate
Yeah.
after the technical
So-
difficulties.
So, like I was saying, this show is literally it's great value. Is the Order a Rabbit? It was a great show. We loved it collectively. We had a great time watching it. There's nothing really I'd like diss about the show minus the ending. It was kind of
Not good.
the thingy. Oh, we don't know who that dragon is, and then it's pretty typical for this type of show not to have a killer story.
Evil wizard hit the bruh moment, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
But we are not watching the show for the story.
No,
No.
we're watching it for the cute moments of slice of life and RPG real estate in an isekai world, and that's what we got. And I really did enjoy the show. That was, I think, for this season, it was one of the top 3 that I was always looking forward to, with whatever was airing at that time.
I don't even remember that was summer? No, that was like spring.
It says April, yeah, April 9th,
That was
I think.
Frank.
Yeah. So whatever was airing around that time.
April would have been summer.
Did
No.
you almost say no?
No, in spring. Winter's next season. I always forget
Yeah.
that this is fall season
know.
and next season's
I
winter.
know, it's
I
weird.
always fucking forget
Mhm.
that. I'm excited for winter though.
Yeah, this show was based. It was mega based.
Give us a rating, Tippy. How
We gotta
many?
scale this.
Fuck.
How
many down payments do you give
Yeah.
this out of 10?
How many down payments on my mortgage?
How many times would you refinance your mortgage out of 10?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
that's great, man. Yeah, that's great for the credit. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a solid 8.
8
Eight?
refinances.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this show.
Tippy
I
has
really
done
did.
the unthinkable. He has dominated his credit score, and he said,
has
"I want,
refinanced 8 times.
I want a 400 credit score, please. Give me that."
400 credit score. Brr.
This is a good number. It's a big one.
Interesting facts to flex on everyone at home. My credit score went up 14 points. I'm at a 780 now, and I'm like, holy shit. When the fuck did it go up 14
There
points?
you go.
Holy shit, that's like no joke. That is probably the literally top 3 to 2% of Americans to get that high.
I gamer.
No
Dude,
cap.
gamers.
If you're anywhere near 800, you're in like the top 3% of
If
people.
you're
Dude,
above
gamers.
like 700, you're doing
Yeah.
good.
I'm above a 7. I'm way above a 700. I'm not like 380, but damn, I'm happy with mine. It's not bad.
I
Did you
ball
say
pretty hard.
380?
No.
I was like,
No, 7,
wait
7.
a second.
It's 7 something. It's above
Dude.
720.
I mean, he is above 380.
Yeah,
He's not
he's
wrong
definitely
in
above
saying.
380.
All right, that's a solid 8 refinances.
I
Alex's
mean, it was a
credit's
fun
going
show,
down the
dude. It
hole.
was a really fun show.
It was fun.
wholesome.
It was a good time to watch.
Yeah.
So that leads into Luke's amazing adventures of the week in terms of the Hello Harem podcast homework. So for those of you that watched the episode last week and those of you that didn't, we discussed how we have been giving ratings to shows, and we think that earlier on we were giving shows too high of ratings. So little did I know, while making the list of shows, I didn't add what fucking score we had. So I've gone back through just under 50 episodes of the show, starting at episode 36 and up to episode 84, and I've been taking the score of every show that we've done so far. And some of the deals we had are really funny, and we also
Are they?
forgot to score some shows.
Big sale on
So-
diamonds.
that was still written on the chalkboard.
So, starting from the top and going down, I will go in order of my favorite, the sales that really caught my eyes,
Yeah.
and then the scores that we didn't do.
Before we start, are we rescoring here?
I don't know how many of these we need to rescore. A lot of them I think are pretty fair.
All right,
If
let's
it's like super out there, we can. But like,
If they're
I'm gonna-
super out there,
let's
Thorpe gave
go-
a lot of really high scores,
Yeah,
and I don't
fuck
know
yeah.
why.
I think we should hold true to the source material.
I don't think Thorpe has given
All right,
less
well,
than an
we
8.
won't rescore, but what we can do is like show the deal and then the score and agree or disagree with that score. Be like, yep, that's cool, or nah, I think we did that wrong, and move on. No rescore.
Yeah,
But just acknowledge our error if there is one.
I'll do the ones that I noticed were a little weird because there weren't many. Some of them were pretty good.
But if they have good
one
deals,
big-
you gotta read the deals.
One big thing. I have written half off X thing 9 million fucking times. The only times I didn't write half off were the fucking anime of the weeks I did for the deals. Everyone else did half off whatever.
We did some buy one get ones.
Yeah, we did
I
BOGOs.
was the one that did buy one get ones. No one else did. I was the only one. I was the only one that was willing to be different. I have like one free lollipop every root canal.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I know what show that is. I think I know.
That
what
was
show
Dragon
is.
Dentist.
Yeah.
So the first ever anime of the week we did was Thorpe's Sweetness and Lightning. He gave it a 6.5 out of 7, or a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. His deal was half off nacho fries. I watched that and I giggled in my chair at work.
It's a good deal.
Then the next one that really threw me off was Happy Sugar Life. He gave it a 9 out of 10. Half off happiness. And I thought, you know,
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
it makes total sense, but it's not. It's not like it's not goofy. The first one that didn't have a rating was when Jay gave Testament Sister New Devil with the deal half off incest.
So it only had a deal but no rating.
No rating.
There was no rating. He forgot to rate it. He was the first one to forget to rate it. Tippy was not. So he was the first one to forget to rate a show.
Damn.
So I personally give it probably like a 7.5. Very enjoyable.
I would agree with 7.
Still need to
and a half.
watch it.
It's just so fucking enjoyable. It's just hentai. It's
yeah,
more or
it
less
is.
just hentai.
Yeah, that's what I
I
hear.
give it what it gets. There was also I changed Thorpe's name every time I wrote it on the pieces of paper.
How many times can you change Thorpe?
I put Thorpe, Anthony, Thorpe. Where is it? Ferp, Thurp, Slorp, Florps, Gathorpa Thorpe.
Zorp is Zorp.
There's Slarp. I made Alex. Alex was MC Alzheimer. Then there was Axel, Flurp, Alexi, Fomp, Alix, Fimps, Axolitis.
Not axolotl at all.
So I was going to. That was the next one.
Nice.
I stopped I stopped doing episodes. You could tell from that. I think you can tell how fucking done I was doing this after doing almost 50 episodes and it taking me
Axolotl.
3 fucking hours to do less than 50 episodes. It took me 3 hours to get this far. Next was the next deal that got me was for Asobi Asobase. Warp gave it a 10 out of 10 and gave it half off the perfect ass. Which is accurate. I'm not even mad about it. Then the next one that was forgotten was Alex with Interview with Monster Girls. Half off your first exam. You never rated it, bud.
Fucking
Damn.
idiot.
Okay. Hold on.
I'll let you do a run by.
Interview with Monster Girls. That was better than RPG Real Estate. So can I take it back and give RPG Real Estate a 7 and do Monster Girls with 8?
You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Interviews with Monster Girls was way better.
Let me get a pen real fast.
Oh, God. That just kind of goes to
I need
show
to make
how
notes, okay?
skewed our opinions are. Because we just gave RPG Real Estate an 8, and then we compared it to a show that we
Look,
forgot about
okay.
that was better.
An actual 8.
And now we're like, oh yeah, we were wrong there. Let's change that real quick.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's an actual 8. Let's
You
not
give
do
me.
that.
Oh my god, I'm sitting here like I'm the fucking data analyst for the goddamn Hello Harem
Data
podcast.
analyst Luke is on the case.
So you give that with an
analyst.
8. Yeah, because I need to add all this to the fucking doc when I'm done with this goddamn list. Because I like data.
This is Data the guy.
The next one that was forgotten was Thorpe forgot Talentless Nana,
Damn.
half off murder. Now,
Very creative.
for those of you at home that might be thinking, well, you guys gave it a rating. I listened for at least around 10 minutes, but around whatever section we started bringing these up, not a single rating was given. So,
Damn.
if there is a rating that was given, feel free to correct me in the comments. I did my fucking work. I did God's work, and I listened for a long time trying to find the ratings.
Well, Talentless
Or-
Nana gets an 8.
An 8? All right.
That was a good
That's
show.
that's a good. I did really
I
like Talentless
crave
Nana.
a second season.
Yeah.
The final one for this page was I gave Katana Gatari a 10 out of 10, and its deal was buy 8 swords, get 4 for free.
Yeah,
That's a good deal.
It is a good deal. You get 12 swords, dude.
A lot of swords.
The next one that was forgotten was Thorpe forgot to rate Aho Girl, and he gave it 50% off bananas.
Very fitting scale. Aho Girl gets a 7.5.
7.5. Got it.
Can I make a
Well, what?
admit something?
What?
I remember. So I've seen Aho Girl twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't really like it.
You and a lot of other
Okay.
people.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. And then I watched it again. I was like, okay, this is way better.
And I also didn't care for it.
I just remember, like, Anthony was like shooting it over the moon, and I'm like, maybe I should just like give this another chance.
Wait, you watched it a second time after I said it and didn't say anything? Yes or no?
Yes.
Also, if you want, my favorite part about going back and watching all this was for about 30 episodes straight, we roasted Alex because he hadn't watched Overlord yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a large amount of shows where we're like, hey Alex, you should fucking start Overlord already. You're like, I'll get to it, and then the next episode you're like, I watched something else, guys. It's like,
That went on for so fucking long.
oh, it's
Yeah,
so
I was
goddamn
really late
long.
to the party with Overlord.
I still wish there was an anime about beach volleyball, honestly. So
You just triggered Alex. He's gonna
I
start crying.
told you till the end of time I will keep this bit going. I will never watch that show until it's like until I'm like 80. I'll be 80
You're
in
just
my fucking
doing yourself a
You're
disservice.
just making him angry.
I'm telling you this, Luke.
I'm
You
gonna
are
wait.
literally doing yourself a major disservice.
Here's my
If it has every single thing you like in an anime, just watch the show.
Here's my plan. I'm gonna wait, and then like in about 20-ish years, I'm gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna sell it to you guys like you've never seen it before.
So there's
That's
this,
gonna be-
this show,
MC
right?
Alzheimer's is going to be way
And
over the boat for that one. I'm like, oh,
I'll be like-
wow, that
I'm like,
show sounds
dudes,
awesome.
guys, have you guys seen Hurricane Receive? It's fucking awesome, and you're gonna be so fucking mad. And it's gonna be glorious. My
How salty
day,
I got over that.
my day of reckoning will come.
Go on forever. Just has everything you like.
The very next episode, Tip had Bloom Into You, which he gave a 7 out of 10 and said half off unconsensual kisses.
Yeah.
You gave it a 7.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good show. Jerry. Yeah?
I don't know. I feel like it's talked about a lot higher.
If it had a second season, maybe.
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody talking about Bloom Into You in the first place.
Really?
It's like a quintessential
I have it on my
Jerry
list.
show.
Like, I have it on my list, but like I don't think it's talked about as much as
Very
like
off
Citrus is.
topic, and I don't want to dwell on it too much. But I watched A Silent Voice today.
Really?
Yeah,
How'd you
Ooh.
feel?
it was good. It wasn't as sad as I thought, but it was very good. It was very good. That is
Damn,
all. Carry on.
that's a movie I've been meaning to watch for a fucking long
It was
time.
very good.
I want to watch that, and I really want to watch I Want to Eat Your Pancreas.
I was
do
just
wanna
about to
watch
say
that
that one too.
That one I'm like super.
What's
super-
there's another one.
Weathering with You.
Yes.
I wanted to see that when it was in theaters,
we
but I was
were-
like,
I
I
know.
can't.
I was
Wish
gonna
we
watch
could.
that
Oh.
today instead, but it's not on Netflix in America.
I was like, I don't want to go to the theaters and fucking
Cry my
cry
eyes out,
in
like-
front of so many people at an anime movie. I'd be so embarrassed walking out of there with like my eyes all puffy and red,
Yeah, I
like
wasn't
tears down my
crying.
face.
I
And
wasn't
go like, I
crying.
didn't cry. You're lying.
fuck you.
The next show that was forgotten about for a rating was Hitori Bochi by Alex, half off a friend.
Motherfucker forgot Bochi.
I didn't do Bochi.
I
Dude,
didn't
I
hear
follow
one.
random Bochi pics on Twitter.
It just wasn't rated.
Damn.
Damn.
That's all I can get. I tried my damnedest, dude. I
Bro,
listened to a lot
Bochi's a
of.
9. I am team Bochi all the way. Adu Adu Beam.
Gone by the beam.
That show fucks. She dresses as a bear.
Cool.
The next one that was forgotten, and I know why it was forgotten, and you will fucking find this really funny when you find out, was Alex with One Room, half off loneliness. Now, do you want to know why you forgot to give it a rating?
Why?
Because Thorpe and I said, on a scale from Amagami to SS, what would you give this show? And you completely went on to the next topic.
I forgot we did the Amagami SS.
Because
bit
for like
so
4
fucking
weeks,
long.
4 weeks straight, we had the Amagami SS bit, and that was your tipping point. And you decided not to rate One Room and skip it entirely because we said that.
I'm not gonna rate it. I'm not gonna rate it.
I'm just gonna put no rating then.
Put SS.
No rating SS. Let's see. A personal favorite of mine was when Thorpe did Yuru Camp. He gave it a 9 out of 10 and said half off tent. Not a tent, just half off tent. Which we commented on. We did comment on that he said half off tent.
Half off tent.
And then Jay did Interspecies Reviewers with a 7 out of 10. Half off Interspecies Bussy.
That's
Which is just, it's just a lot. It is a lot. That's really all it for that paper. And now on to the third one.
Jesus.
We might do this again because holy fuck, I still have 40 goddamn episodes to go
We'll
through.
be doing this again.
Alex did Baka in test. He gave it an A minus, and it was half off tasteful trap shots. And listening back, I still don't know what the hell the rating A minus is supposed to be.
You have to watch the show. You'll
I know.
totally get it.
I know.
Would it
I
be like,
get it.
I feel like that would be like an 8.75.
But we were talking about it, and Alex is like, "It's better than like an 8.5. It can't be a B plus. It's definitely an A minus." And he's like, acting like we're supposed to know on a scale of 10 what that's supposed to mean. So at one point, I'm like, "So is it like between a 9 and a 9.3?" He's like, "No, it's an A minus." I'm like, "That's what it is." So that was a whole.
That is a fucking great show.
That was a whole side discussion that was had, and it made me giggle.
It does have tasteful trap shots.
Then here's where we forgot doing deals. So Thorpe, I'll give you a second chance. For Diary of Our Days at the Breakwater with an 8.5 out of 10, what would you make its deal?
Half off fishing supplies.
Half off
Of
tackle.
course it's half off. Of course it's there's no surprise that's half. All right, MC Alzheimer. On episode 71, you had Citrus as anime of the week. It got a rating of shrug. And
What?
with half off Sissy Love, what would you rate this show?
What the fuck is a shrug rating?
What would you rate Citrus?
Man, I feel like if people like watch this episode and I rate it how I really want to, be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Just rate it how you really want to.
I give it a 9.
I think we already had this discussion, didn't we?
Yeah, it was like a week ago. We talked about Citrus.
All three of us really like it. So we got half
Yeah.
off tackle. Because of course it's half off. What else would it be?
Huge
I don't know
deals.
why.
Huge
Big Black
deals.
Friday sale.
I don't know why I expect. I had so many. I had big sale on diamonds, and we get
That was a
fucking half off
classic.
tackle the very next
Big
episode.
sale on diamonds.
These ones are all good. Axel, in episode 74, you chose Toradora because you said it's Christmas time, and I didn't think of an anime of the week, so I'm just gonna go with the first anime that comes to mind for Christmas. You didn't rate it.
That was a year ago.
Yep, and you didn't fucking rate it.
Is there a scale?
There was not
or
a sale
anything? There's
either. He
nothing?
didn't.
It's not a
he did-
sale.
You
There
just
wasn't
did.
a sale. There wasn't a rating because he forgot that he had anime of the week, even though we told him the day before that, and right before we started the podcast. He just completely forgot that he had anime of the week.
It's a very
MC
common
old
trend.
timers.
And on the podcast, he said, "I didn't know what to do. I thought of this like 5 minutes ago," or something like that.
Yeah, I remember doing that. For a rating, I'm gonna give that a 9.
All right,
I respect it.
I respect.
Trying to think, like I know the thing I want to make the deal of.
You can do a buy one get one.
How about a 10% cash back on every parrot purchase?
10% cash back on every parrot purchase.
Yeah, because they have a parrot. You get cash back when you use your Capital One.
10%.
Yeah, I think that's great. You know, birds eat a decent amount of food.
Or is it only on the birds, or is it bird accessories?
It could be bird and bird accessory.
10% cash back on bird is a lot of fucking cash back, buddy.
Bird accessories. What cares?
I don't know. You have a bird.
Diving into this way too much.
We're gonna do the next 3
But
episodes.
it's only with
with-
your Capital One.
Oh, only with Capital One with your
Yeah,
frequent flyer miles.
It's your venture card.
We're gonna do the
Quicksilver.
next 3 episodes in a row because I liked the sales on all of these. So for episode 75, I had Yuri Kumarash. I gave it a 7.5 to 8.5 out of 10, and it was 75% chance of lesbian bear storm, which Alex made a lot of comments on, and you also made a lot of comments on,
You
Anthony.
know, you actually made me watch that show.
Yeah, and you watched it on like Funimation for free or something. It had ads
Yeah.
every 5 minutes, and
Yeah,
that
it
definitely.
No, it didn't have
distract
ads.
you.
It kept like skipping, and it was horrible, terrible experience.
Yeah, that's you should have just watched it illegally at
What
that
was
point.
the thing they kept saying that you're like, Kuma?
It was like,
Shabadadoo.
it was Shabba-da-doo, and they're like, Kumashak.
That show's really fucking
Yeah, it
fun,
was pretty
man. It's a
funny.
fun show.
Kumashak.
In episode 76, Flurp had Watsumote with the sale half off cringe.
Yeah, that show was cringe in a good way.
It was.
And then for episode 77, Alex had Beyond the Boundary with an 8.5 out of 10 without a deal.
Damn.
Yeah, you got really bad at deals near the end.
I remember you talked about the one giant eyeball,
Yeah, I did. The idol scene.
half off idol glow
I
sticks.
feel like maybe there wasn't a deal.
There was not a deal. I know that for a fact because we usually read the deal out loud because no one could see the fucking
Yeah.
board that was above our heads.
I'm gonna do a buy one get one idol concert.
Damn, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean it's worth it.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah,
I would
big-
take that
big.
deal to the fucking bank every day.
it's a good concert. Eyeball, yeah.
Yeah, eyeball. Yeah.
He really. That's a great scene.
I had in episode 81 Love Election and Chocolate. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Half off Yowie sticks.
You know, only one thing comes to my mind with Yowie stick. That's a dick.
Pocky.
No.
Fimps for Survival Game Club. You gave it an 8 out of 10 in episode 82, but didn't have a deal.
No deal. Ooh.
I think you could
Hey,
do like
what
half
was
off.
what was the thing that kept following him around? Was that a platypus? That animal they had. He had like pistols all the time or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the show. I know the show for sure. It was fucking hilarious.
We're gonna do
You could do, like,
4th of July
helicopter.
sale. What's a good number? 1,776% off all AR-15s.
AR-15. They're paying you to take them.
Welcome to
They're
America,
paying you
baby.
a lot of money to take them. They're paying you over 17 times what it's worth to take their guns.
That's how patriotic we are here.
I would have done buy one get one helicopter flight lesson.
Axolitis in episode 83, you had Inspector with the sale half off turtle fucks. What was your rating for said show?
It was the fucking Kappas, wasn't
It
it?
was the it was the Kappa. The rating.
Yeah,
I'm gonna name Inspector a solid 8.
solid 8.
No,
Alex
I'm gonna
is-
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 just because the girl is missing half an eye. She's missing half of her eyeballs.
Well, she's missing a whole eyeball, not half of a single.
Well,
eyeball.
like, you know, people have 2. She has 1. So
I will say, now that we've done the extra ratings, Alex's are the most volatile fucking ratings out of any one of us on this show. And then finally, on episode 84, where I finished off this list and had to stop because I was getting a headache from listening to our stupid voices say dumb jokes.
yeah.
In episode 84, I had The Ambition of Oda Nobunaga. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10, but I forgot to give it a rating. So I'm going to now give it the rating of 40% off Conquest of All Japan.
40%.
40% off the entire conquest of Japan.
A conquest of the entirety of Japan.
You starting north or south?
I think Oda started in the middle, so
So it's like
I believe I don't know enough about
It's
the
out.
Japanese Civil War to tell you where he started.
good
Probably the
deal.
Kanto region. If I was to guess.
If you were a betting man.
Yeah.
And that is where I have caught up to in our show. As you can tell, I said a lot of episodes right here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot more I didn't say. Because the sales were just kind of everything was half off X item and it was just the same thing over and over and over again.
I still love Big Sale on Diamonds.
Big
That's my
sale
favorite
on
one.
Diamond, Yeah.
That's cream
It's
of the
still
crop.
holding.
You know,
Sure,
as
sure.
like as jerking off my own dick as it is, that's my favorite one is Big
Oh,
Sale
yeah,
on
that
Diamonds.
one-
I was most proud of that one.
Like topping that's gonna be real. I don't know if it can be topped.
I mean, there was things such as half off Amnesia.
Probably
There's another good
half
one.
off deal.
There's half off Ghost Boobs.
The fucking
Half
I
off
feel like I know that show.
Vivaldi.
Vivaldi.
Yeah.
Was that for hold on, it was for Sound Euphonium?
Nope.
What the fuck? Oh,
It is your show though. You
Hyako?
are? Yep, it was Hyako.
Hyako? Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. What's another one? We can have a little fun with this here on the podcast. We like to have fun with our own podcast
to
on
have
this
fun
podcast.
Yeah, we like to have fun.
Thor, what was 50% off pantsuit?
Oh,
Oh, that's
Jesus
tough.
Christ. What the fuck? That could be like anything.
That's exactly why I'm like these sales fucking sucked. Here's the perfect example of these sales fucking sucked that you made.
What the hell could that? I don't even know. What is
Burn
it?
the Witch.
Burn the Witch? Yeah, I remember.
For some reason, that's what you chose.
You gotta watch it. It's like 3 episodes.
That's fine, but half off pantsuit describes like 90,000 shows.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
also
like,
an issue.
It's a
Witch
good
burning.
sale. There's a good sale. Thorpe also had 50% off first trial.
Thor.
God, what the fuck am I talking about?
At least put some effort into them.
Half off first trial.
Do you want me to tell you or you want me to give you a hint?
Give me a hint.
It was kind of a time travel show
Kind of a time travel.
with
show.
medication.
Oh, I know. I know it, Anthony.
I don't.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you another hint that might help. Kyle at work has watched it.
Oh, Real Life.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Any other fun ones? Alex had half off Blonde Girl Vor.
Oh, I know what this is. This is easy.
Blonde Girl 4?
This one is surprisingly really easy,
Oh,
but it's also easily overlooked
Yeah.
because it was like the most underrated show of the entire year.
I don't know.
There was a giant bear.
In a suit. Aliens.
It's
Coins.
Gleipnir.
Oh. Okay, yep. That makes sense.
Earned 2 times miles for Thorpe's anime of the week.
What the fuck, dude? That's just a credit card advertisement.
It actually worked really well. This was like probably your best deal by far, and I
2
really liked
times
it.
The miles.
It was a show that aired last year.
Okay.
Now think of shows that had traveling in them.
Oh, Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena.
Yep, there you go.
That was a great show.
And that was a
fantastic
really
show.
good deal. It was
That's
just
a good deal, yeah.
it summed up the show really
She
well.
would've
I
had
liked
her
that
great
one a lot.
bonus miles on
Yeah, her
her.
airline miles are through the roof.
Let's see. Are there any ones that I didn't read here that I
The
thought
best
were
thing to come
great?
out of that show was her eating the burger.
Huge. Good meme.
Thorpe, what was half off lab coats?
Can I get a hint?
Purple hair, cat ears.
Oh, I know.
That doesn't.
Oh, I know the character. What the fuck is this show?
Purple hair. Purple hair girl has cat
what is it?
ears. She wears a lab coat.
Yeah, she's like small. She's small. Small. Fuck, what is this show's name? I know it. I just don't know the name.
It's not ringing any bells.
Fuck, what is it? The moment you say that-
Hachikochi, place to place.
Yes.
I knew
Fuck,
it.
it's
Yeah,
been,
yeah.
And then finally, the most uninspired one by far was Alex. Buy one, get one mobile suits.
Boy, I wonder what Gundam this was.
I'll let you take one guess as to which one it was because the first one you did on the show.
Oh,
I think I might know what this one is.
I'm gonna say Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Yep, there you go. You nailed it first try.
Half off
I think
mobile suits.
on if I was to do Wing, I would do half off birthday. I would do like half free birthday party invitation.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you.
Oh, kill you.
I
What
hope
a
you
fucking
can make it to
Chad.
my birthday party this weekend. I'll kill
I'll
you.
kill you. What a fucking asshole.
That's such a shitty
It's
line.
so
Iro
funny.
Yui.
It is so fucking funny. It's like dubs like that, hilarious. They're so fucking funny.
I'll
When they're
kill
just
you.
off the wall, off cuff shit like that.
When you're
and
that
yeah.
based.
There, right here in my hand, is just under 50 episodes of the Hello Harem podcast Anime of the Weeks, and I have just under 40 left to go. So,
More to come.
free claps from me for myself. These are self claps for myself. If you guys enjoyed that, look forward to if I decide to do more of this, because we stopped doing deals a long time ago, and so it'd just be us reading like the last 30 episodes back and
What do you give that show?
giving it
Bring
deals.
that-
So
let's bring the deals back.
Yeah.
we should bring deals back. We're gonna call this like the X amount of episode hiatus from deals. I will make notes of which ones didn't get deals while we were still in person, and that will be that. I will say there was one episode where I was ready to punch a wall because of the buzzing in one of the mics trying to
Oh,
listen
geez.
to
Oh
it
my
for
god,
Anime
dude,
of the Week.
I know. I feel like I even know I edited that episode and I know exactly
I was
which one you're talking about.
so angry listening to that. I was
Yeah.
like, this sounds awful. So I'm sorry, viewers. We try our best here at the Hello Harem podcast.
Yeah. Luke, I'd be half tempted to tell you to bring that microphone up when you come.
I'm going
No
to.
joke.
Fuck yeah,
No
we're gonna
joke,
have to
do
do
it.
that
That
for
was-
like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
That was
do it.
already the plan. I was going to bring it up for the 2 weeks that I'm home.
Good.
Because
Guys,
this
listen.
baby.
Listen, guys,
Right here.
of the Hello Harem followers. I mean, listen, come on. I mean, we told you we make a lot of money here. That was a little bit of arcade. All right, we have $43 in the account. We need new equipment. We're trying to upgrade to those XLRs. You know, USB mics just don't cut it, guys. If you want the Hello Harem half off big sale on diamonds to continue, your support would be great. So we've started an online NFT trading card system. Luke's a superhero.
I
That's
don't
his
have to be a
first NFT.
superhero. I don't want to be a superhero.
You guys can buy these NFTs for the low price of $100 starting off. You can sell them online to your friends. You know,
Can I be
make
a
Hello Harem
pirate? Why
great
do I have
again.
to- I don't
we
want to
have
be
the
a
Maha
superhero.
hats. Make Hello Harem great again.
The Mahaha.
Mahaha hats. We just really need it, guys. These are the best cards. I think they're going to be really great.
I don't want to be a superhero. Can I please can I be a
Did you-
pirate?
Luke, did you see the Trump trading cards?
Yes, I did, and I
fucking
hate them
hilarious.
so goddamn much.
Luke's the one.
I don't want to be that one. I want to be a pirate if we're gonna do our own NFTs.
Collect all the NFTs for the Hello Harem for your chance to win a free trip to Ohio.
Alex.
Visit the boys. Go to
A
Mike's place.
free trip to Ohio to go to Mike's place. What a hellish trip we
Yeah.
would
That would be
send
the
someone on.
the worst thing.
Imagine
They would
how
think-
Imagine
how
how awkward that'd be. Like the guy gets here, like, hey.
Or girl.
Or girl.
We might have female viewers.
Yeah. Hey.
And we're like, so
this-
how long do we have to do this?
It says the whole weekend.
Oh,
Okay.
Are
yeah.
you sure we have to do it the whole
do
weekend?
you like have a place to stay?
It said it was all inclusive. Did it? Did it now?
All right. Well, long story short, that's my crevice. You're not allowed in there. I sleep there.
There's,
Me.
Upstairs there's a bird.
There's, today's
Oh, you guys have a
Saturday.
guest bed now.
Oh yeah. That I don't offer to anybody.
Your mom's like, "Hey, Luke, you could sleep there," and I go, "I have my crevice."
No thanks. I'm good.
It's like the OCD autism in me is like, I have to sleep in this hole every single time I'm there because that's where my fucking body said that's my
That's the
belonging.
one.
That's my spot. No one else is allowed there but me. And so I sleep on the fucking floor at the foot of Anthony's bed in a fucking corner.
Anthony, if my task cam worked, we could do XLRs, but it doesn't work anymore.
Well, that's fucking great, Tip. I'm glad you brought up your broken piece of equipment.
What if I took it in and be like, hey,
You say that like you've had that thing for so long, and you've said like,
I know.
man, what if I just got it fixed? You're not.
well, I mean,
getting it
like
fixed.
now
Just
we have a
throw it
use
out.
for it.
No,
You
just
know, I
throw it
didn't.
out.
What if I'm just gonna see like, hey,
Oh yeah, are you actually gonna go?
could you diagnose this?
And they might
And then
say,
tell me the
bro,
repair
this is
cost."
water damaged as fuck. Just pitch it.
It didn't touch the water.
Then why doesn't it work?
I don't know. I gave it to Justice and it worked, and it came back not working. So you tell me.
I mean, he fried your GPU, so something it's probably fried.
Yeah, he's good at that.
So it's probably busted. You should just probably dump your loss.
No.
Here at the Hello Arm podcast, we really need equipment. So, in order to help us with our equipment funds, you guys could leave a like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends about the podcast in order to bring us more money to bring us higher quality equipment for your entertainment purposes.
Money.
This no.
No.
This no.
Tip, roll us out.
All right, guys. Thank you
Roll
again
us
for watching the
out.
Hello Harem podcast, guys. Next week we will be live in person, so you can look forward to seeing the boys live in the flesh. I'm glad to get back to it for a little bit.
Maybe Central
And,
will marry me,
Maybe.
Sencho,
Please.
marry Luke.
please.
We usually do like a Christmas present thing, so I did order the boys' Christmas presents.
Oh.
They are on
He
the way.
did send the
Yeah.
picture from
I did.
AliExpress. Meanwhile, I ordered presents, and the only thing that showed up was what I got myself. So
funny.
I
Still
don't.
haven't.
I still haven't gotten the other gifts, and I'm really fucking nervous now that I'm not going to get them.
So I don't think you'll get this season, at least not soon, of the gift sharing experience. But I am excited to give the gifts because I think they're actually pretty fucking based. What I got.
I
will
have
get my
Luke's
gift
ready and
I
primed.
come up.
The long shipping made up for the is what I get for spending the money on it. They were really cheap, but they're fucking sweet.
They're like
That's all I'm gonna say.
keychains. You
No,
just
they're not
got-
keychains actually.
Rubber
I
fucking
thought about
keychains.
keychains. When we were sitting here on Discord one night, I was looking at keychains, but I'm like, they're just the ones I want aren't here. So I found these things, and they're not gonna lie, I got myself one. Not gonna lie.
Is it? I feel like it's Love Live related.
I hope
It's
it is.
not. It was gonna be. It was gonna
Damn.
be Love Live or Oscar
Damn.
Lane.
We're Love
it's not.
Livers here,
Yeah.
man.
Also,
Yeah,
Ozzy
but I got
Langers.
something else.
I'm an Ozerlaner. I play every day still. I have the new meta ship already.
When's Yorktown 2?
Next update, probably next week.
Looking forward to it.
And then we'll have to go back down to Charleston so you can retake the picture of Yorktown with
Yeah.
Yorktown
Well,
2.
no,
and then
because they said, is Yorktown CV10 that we saw in Essex class, or is it Yorktown class? Because I heard rumors in the comment section that Yorktown 2 coming to Oscar Lane is an Essex class carrier.
I'm pretty sure the second Yorktown was Essex class because
I think
first
the
one was
first
Yorktown.
It got sunk.
Yeah, the first one was
Maybe.
Yorktown, and then the sister ship was Enterprise, and then Hornet was built. So it was
Do we-
CVN. 6, 7, 8.
Do we have confirmation that CV10 is Yorktown too, though, in the game?
They have not said, but I mean, that's the second Yorktown. That's the only one
Yeah.
that would make sense for. Yeah, USS Yorktown is one of the 24 Essex-class aircraft carriers built during World War II.
Because you know what we can do? Now we almost have a full fleet. I mean, we need 2 ships up on the front line, but we can make a whole back fleet of ships we've been on.
Well, they haven't thrown Wisconsin into the game yet.
In Massachusetts.
Well, we'll
And they
never
have
get a
North
front
Carolina.
line.
We have. Well, we didn't get on the real Laffy, but
I mean, yeah, we'll never get a full front line, but
we could do Caston.
We could throw.
Casson is in it, yeah.
I think Cass is in it, and we could throw. I think Lionfish is in the sub fleets.
Yeah. So I mean, we could. We're
We're
missing
getting there.
one.
We're getting
Two.
there.
We're missing 2 ships. We could get the other Laffy. It's the
Time
same.
for Luke to pull up his Ozzer Lane, where he's only missing like 10 ships in the whole fucking game.
this shit.
End it.
End it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoyed anything. Share the podcast with a friend, and we will see you guys next week in person on the Hello Harem podcast. Thank you guys for watching.
Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your icebox.
We will see
How's
you
that
guys
Pabst
on the
Blue
next
Ribbon
episode.
supply holding out?
Merry Christmas.
Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, what did you have? Say, Pabst Blue Ribbon. What else?